Example of Narottam Das Thakur. Like Loknath Maharaj refused him to give this initiation. Then Loknath Maharaj performed such a menial service that his Gurudev had met and he gave him initiation. Similarly, Srila Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Thakur Prabhupada, he adopted such a path that his Gurudev was bound to melt. He stopped eating anything. And when Srila Bhaktivinoda Thakur went to Gaurkishore Babaji Maharaj that, are you so much strong and hard-hearted? Look, this boy will not live, he will die. And when this thing, he was recommended by Srila Bhaktivinoda Thakur like this, then he gave him initiation. He also narrated two pastimes, frankly which I could not get fully, Maharaj may explain it. One pastime was once there was a very high class of bhajan reciter. He came to Gaurkishore Babaji Maharaj and I want to perform some kirtan in front of you. And he did it, but Gaurkishore Babaji Maharaj scolded him. The way he came in forward and what he spoke, I couldn't understand. And we request to Maharaj that how he dealt with him. Another time, there was a meeting held by very highly educated, kingly type of person. He called all the Vaishnava, a very big assembly of Vaishnava, and in which he also invited Gaurkishore Das Babaji Maharaj. But Gaurkishore Das Babaji Maharaj refused to go to that place. Now Maharaj is saying that we will discuss all these pastimes in front of other Vaishnava assemblies. They will speak in detail. Gaurkishore Babaji Maharaj showed a very high class of renunciation. In the way he was performing his bhajan at a distance away from the din and pushka of the city in isolation on a broken boat. One, our Param Gurudev, he went to him with some of his god brothers, and when he went to see Gaurkishore Das Babaji Maharaj, he knocked at the door, but he said, I am very sick, I can't come, I can't open the door. Then he said, we are disciple of Siddhanta Saraswati Pad. Oh, you are disciple of Siddhanta Saraswati? Then he came very enthusiastically, opened the door. Param Gurudev paid his obeisances to Gaurkishore Das Babaji Maharaj, and he received an abhay from him. Abhay means benediction, blessings of remaining fearless. You go and remain fearless. I accept your all troubles and obstacles, dangers of your life, and you preach boldly and fearlessly. This benediction he received from Gaurkishore Das Babaji Maharaj. How much renunciation he was, he always preached this renunciation. Once, a very rich man came to Babaji Maharaj. So many people used to come to him. Please come to my house. I want to make my house purified. When he insisted so many times, then Gaurkishore Das Babaji Maharaj said, why do you want to take me to your house? First, he showed his humbleness. If I will go to your house, I will get attached to your house. I will get attached to the facility what your house has. And then story of your sense gratification taking me to your house, or you want to show the story of live telecast or your sense gratification at your house? Once upon a time, there was a person, he used to come to Gurudeva Babaji Maharaj, and always used to say, Babaji Maharaj, I want your mercy. And Babaji Maharaj used to instruct him, go on doing your bhajan. But again and again he was coming and saying, oh, I want your special mercy. Then he hold his hand, you want my special mercy today, I am ready to give you a special mercy. But you have to accept it. He just gave his door open to him. Have my special mercy. Don't need to go in the hell of your homely life. But that ran away. And these were the pastimes narrated by Gurudeva Maharaj. Srila Gurudeva Kartika Nov, when he was performing his bhajan, Gurudeva Babaji Maharaj, at that time, so many people used to come to him. Many rich people, many money-minded, so many people motivated with material desire to ask for his mercy. Rather, he became irritated by all these things. He said, these people don't let me do my bhajan. So, what he did, then very quietly, without informing anyone, one day he disappeared from that place and went into the local public municipal laboratory and locked himself there and started performing his bhajan. Then people came and they did not find Babaji Maharaj. Where he has gone? They tried to find him out everywhere, but he was missing. Finally, they came to know that he had locked himself in the latrine and he is doing his bhajan. He said, people said, Babaji, please come out of it. Why are you performing your bhajan here in Latin? You must be knowing that Indian municipal Latin, how much foul smell they have. You must be having foul smell. He said, this smell is less than the smell of the materialistic people when they come to me. Once, it is known that Gurudeva Babaji Maharaj was illiterate, some people say, that he did not have any education, material education. But look at his high class of understanding of the scriptures. There used to be a person, reciter of Srimad Bhagavatam, very well-known person. He remembered each and every verse. His name was Pran Gopal. He was giving Pran Gopal Goswami. Sorry. His name was Pran Gopal Goswami. Babaji Maharaj was listening his lecture and he stopped him. No, you are going out of principle. These are not Siddhant. And he rectified him and told him that this is the correct Siddhant. This shows his high class of education regarding the scriptures. He was very close with Srila Bhaktivinoda Thakurji Maharaj. He used to go where he used to live at Swananda Sukha Kund, which is quite near to this Ganges, not Ganges, that another river goes there. Jalanandi. Once he came to him in a very aristocratic dress. Then Srila Bhaktivinoda Thakurji said that, why you have dressed yourself in this manner, Babaji Maharaj? You are Babaji. He said, look, there are so many Babajis, they have defamed this dress. They are doing such a bad and mean activities that they have defamed this Babaji dress. Now these Babajis are looked down upon by the different people because of their bad character and bad deeds. So I think it is better to adopt this aristocratic dress because it is better than that Babaji dress nowadays. So at the time when we are observing his disappearance ceremony, we should pay our obeisances at his lotus feet or Pushpanjali to him so that he may shower his causeless mercy on us. God Premanande. So, Gurudeva Maharaj today told that we will be going to Belgarh today. What is in this forest? Very special forest in this regard that Lakshmi is performing her austerity here. After heading the so many good pastimes characteristic of Krishna and hearing about his beauty, Lakshmi got attracted to participate in Ras Leela like gopis. So she came to Velman and performed so many austerity for thousands of years. Then Purnamasi came and asked to Lakshmi, Maharaj is clarifying here that the status of Purnamasi is very high than Lakshmi. She asked Lakshmi, why are you performing austerity? And she revealed that I am performing my austerity so that I may enter in Ras Leela of Krishna. Then Purnamasi asked her question, is it possible for you that you should take birth in the family of a gopi, from the womb of the gopis, and then you will have to marry a gop. After becoming a gopi in this way, adopting the mood of gopi, you have to follow in accordance with the higher class of gopis, and you will have to serve her. Then you will attain the qualification to enter in this class. Can you do this thing? Lakshmi ji, she is very chaste. She is worshipable to Brahma, etc. So high class. She is perfect Brahmani. She could not become ready to accept this position in this way. She wanted to enter in the Ras and she refused. She refused that I cannot adopt this position. So Maharaj is explaining why she refused. In fact, each and every living entity has got its constitutional position to serve Lord. Similarly, Lakshmi is having her constitutional position to serve Lord. And in that constitutional position, one is perfect and he serves his Lord in the same position. He cannot change that constitutional position. It may be possible that he may understand, he may have a little greed. He may appreciate the service of higher class of devotees, but he cannot change his constitutional position. Just as Uddhav, he came to Braj. He stayed here with gopis for so many times. He was very much fascinated and attracted with the high class of love of gopis. When he started coming back, he rendered such a high class of prayers at the lotus feet of gopis. He was paying his obeisances to the one particle of dust of the gopis. But he came back, he could not stay there. Because when he came back, he said, gopis are feeling such a high class of separation and pain because of separation. He could not bear that, he could not tolerate that. Still, he had become a blade of grass at Uddhavpur and trying to attain that bhav, but he is that bhav because his constitutional position is not like that. Similarly, Yashoda, mother Yashoda, she is mother of Krishna. She loves her like mother. She is supporting and she is giving some push in Madhurya Bhav. But she is not ready to, or she cannot adopt that bhav in herself because her constitutional position is to remain as mother of Krishna. These all things have been given to us by Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. We are so much indebted to him. They were further given to us by Srila Rupa Goswami. And then in our dhara, we got it. So easily we are coming to understand and to know all these things, which is so much difficult. How much difficult that Lakshmi also had to perform so much austerity, still she could not get. How come it is possible that we are listening all these things? Maharaj is again here telling that positively we must have some very, very strong impression of our past life. That is why we are able to come in this line. The line which is giving the topmost thing, because the service rendered by Gopi to Krishna, the mood which we are hearing it is so much high that it is not possible to even hear by ordinary persons. This is the characteristic of this dhara in which we have come because of our impression of our past life. When we came here, Maharaj is giving here a step. We came here, we attended all these classes and all these discourses and katha in the neutral form. We don't have any inclination towards any constitutional position. Still, we are hearing these classes and katha from the neutral part, portion, and becoming neutral. Then gradually, some greed is coming in our heart. And hence, first we will perform our Vaidhi Bhakti. From Vaidhi Bhakti, while we continuously hearing such pastimes from such a high class Rasik Vaishnava, then some greed will come in us. We will shift from Vaidhi Bhakti to Raganuga Bhakti. This is the process. And when some greed comes, this means we are so much fortunate. We should not stop at this juncture. We should go ahead. So many others are there. We have cultivated some greed, but we have to try our level best to remove all this anartha, unwanted desire. If they will stay with us, then life together we won't get anything. How can we remove these unwanted desires and anartha? By associating. By keep on associating closely with such a high class Vaishnava and performing our bhajan. In their direct instruction and guidance, we will be able to remove our anartha and we will progress by leaps and bounds. God Premanand. Then, Pujyapad Sri Vikram Maharaj, he has come out with a very, another, what should I say, puzzle. He says, Krishna himself came as Chaitanya Mahaprabhu to taste the love of Radharani. Love of Radharani is so much high class that Krishna, who is himself the Supreme Personality of Godhead, could not understand it himself. So he had to adopt another role. He took heart of Radharani and her complexion and then came and he became the Chaitanya Mahaprabhu and came as Chaitanya Mahaprabhu to understand the extent of her love. The taste she relishes because of her love. Radharani's love is such a high class of love. And we conditioned soul, is it any possibility for us to taste that love at all? When Krishna himself has to do so much exertion for it, how come that we can get it so easily? It's not so easy. Then he has quoted one verse, Ashilasya Padartam. In this verse, he says, this is the prayer of Radharani. What she is saying, this prayer does not say that she O Krishna, I am servant of your lotus feet forever. And I want to please you. I love you. So you may embrace me or put me in dust. It's your sweet will. But I always want to remain in your service. So this is the position of Radharani. Contradicting the yesterday's conclusion that Krishna always wants that Radharani's feet should remain on his head. So he is contradicting this statement and saying that Radharani's desire is always to remain at the lotus feet of Krishna. Therefore, we should understand the factual position. Lord Premanande. I beg mercy from Maharaj. He has spoken so deep today. Maharaj is reconciling the statement of Pujya Srila Gurudeva Maharaj. He said, it is correct, it is true that this is the mood of Radharani. What is her mood? That she says, whether either you embrace me or you just put me under your feet or treat down, crush me under your feet. Either you embrace me or crush me under your feet. Or you may go with other women. I will not mind because you are my Prananath. I will always serve you. This is the mode of Radharani. But one thing we have to understand, because of this mood only, because of this extent of love only, Krishna has sold himself at her lotus feet. Krishna has sold himself at her lotus feet. This is the thing to be understood. Why Krishna is always desiring to serve the lotus feet of Radharani? Because she has this mood. What is the characteristic of Radharani? She is ready to sacrifice her millions of life and millions of prana at the glow of Krishna's lotus feet's nails glow. She is ready to sacrifice her millions of lives. This is the inner, intense mood of Radharani, which has to be understood. Only because of her this mood, Krishna is loving her so much that he wants to serve her lotus feet. Now this verse, Ashara Shiva Padar Nam Vedistuma, recited by Radharani, shows her intense love and her intense desire also. It starts with Ashilashya. Ashilashya means to embrace. Her Ashilashya. This word starts from this word Ashilashya. What does it mean? This means to embrace. Her first and foremost desire is to get Krishna's embrace. But if Krishna is not doing this thing, okay, then still she is ready to do all other things and render her service to Krishna as much as possible. But her first and foremost desire is this. So, what is her desire? To render her service. What way? Now again, Maharaj is how quickly and adeptly, I will say, taking this subject matter to our subject matter of the Nam Rup Charitra. He is coming to this verse that we have to adopt this mood by cultivating this process. But we should live in breath. We should always chant the name of Krishna, his pastime, his characteristic, the Nam Rup Charitra. Now Maharaj is saying Krishna is ek ras. In this connection, one thing he has also stated that the Pujapad Vikram Maharaj said that Krishna has come himself in the form of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. When Krishna had to do so much exertion and endeavor to understand Radharani's mood, how we living entity can do it. Of course, conditioned soul, for conditioned soul, it is impossible to understand the mood of Radharani. And it is very difficult to get her mood to some extent and serve. But with the mercy of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu and the mercy of Rupa Goswami, Srila Rupa Goswami, it has become easy for us to enter into this Raga Bhakti. This is because of their mercy only, not because of our conditioned state. Krishna is Ek Ras and Bahu Ras. Maharaj is explaining this thing, and I will try to translate as I could understand. What does it mean by Ek Ras? Srila Bhaktivinoda Thakur has very clearly stated all these things in his Jaya Dharma. Maharaj is saying that Jaya Dharma is a complete scripture. It contains everything. If one undergoes this Jaya Dharma, he will know everything. He has not left. It is A to Z. Bhakti Granth. So, he is explaining that Krishna is Ek Ras. He is Vishay of all the ras, but still he is Ek Ras. Maharaj is explaining Radharani has got so many moods, so many different feelings in her heart. Krishna relishes it. The important point. All the moods of Radharani which she is having for Krishna, Krishna relishes it. But her mood of serving, and by her service, what she relishes, Krishna does not relish that. He does not taste that mood. The mood of Radharani is tasted by Krishna, but what Radharani is tasting her mood. While rendering her service, this Krishna cannot taste. And there are so many moods, different moods. All moods are tasted by Krishna. So he is Ek Ras, Raso Vaisa. In order to enjoy the mood of Radharani, when she serves, and in order to taste the enjoyment of Radharani which she receives while serving, he has to acquire the mood of Radharani. Therefore he came in the form of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. He took her mood, her complexion, and he came in the form of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Because that mood which Radharani relishes is called Ashray Tattva. And he adopted Ashray Tattva. What about living entities? Living entities does not have the mood of Radharani. It is very fraction. Living entities are very fractional. So it has got only partial, very small and partial mood in itself. But it can acquire to that extent by the mercy of Srila Rupa Goswami. How it is possible? Again, Jeev, living entity, he has got this constitutional position which he can acquire by adopting the process of the Nam Rupa Charita. This already explained by Srila Rupa Goswami. Now, Srila Prabhupada, Srila Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Thakur Prabhupada in his commentary, he has explained this in the explanation of Srila Prabhupada Maharaj has given. It is very much enlightening. He says, sadhak in his life, when he intends to advance in Krishna consciousness, he starts with Shaman.
It has been given in that book. Oh, yes. Yes,
This is commentary of Srila Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Thakur.
Who is giving?
Srila Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Thakur.
Who is quoting? Swami Maharaj is quoting.
No. He's not got that book.
Here's the book here.
This section.
But that they should note that Bhaktivedanta Swami has written. Quoted
Srila Bhaktivedanta Swami Maharaj, in his metta instruction commentary on Srila Samrita of Rupa Goswami Pad, he's quoting from the commentary of Srila Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Thakur.
next page.
In the neophyte stage, one should always engage in hearing Krishna Katha. This is called Shravan Dasha, the stage of hearing. By constantly hearing the transcendental holy name of Krishna and hearing of his transcendental form, qualities and pastimes, one can attain to the stage of acceptance, which is called Varandasha. When one attains this stage, he becomes attached to hearing Krishna Katha. When one is able to chant in ecstasy, he attains the stage called Smaranavastha, the stage of remembering. Recollection, absorption, meditation, constant remembrance and trance are the 5 items of progressive Krishna Smarana. At first, remembrance of Krishna may be interrupted at intervals, but later remembrance proceeds uninterrupted. The first stage is called Smarana. When remembrance is uninterrupted and becomes concentrated, it is called meditation. When meditation expands and becomes constant, it is called Anusmriti. By uninterrupted and unceasing Anusmriti, one enters the stage of Samadhi, or spiritual trance. After Smaranasha, or Samadhi has fully developed, the soul comes to understand his original constitutional position. At that time, he can perfectly and clearly understand his eternal relationship with Krishna. Then that stage is called Sampatidasha, the perfection of life.
Rest we will speak in evening class. Now, Jagannath Dev has mercifully sent some prasadam from and today is Dwadashi Paran. So we can take Paran from Jagannath Prasad.
हरे कृष्णा जो हरिद्वार जाना चाहते हैं लोग आज अपना नाम लिखा दे क्लास के बाद, नहीं तो संभव नहीं हो पाएगा। वो लोग सोच रहे हैं याद कर जाएगा
और इसके बाद में यही राष्ट्र स्थली, यहाँ से वहाँ तक सब राष्ट्र स्थली है। They are very fortunate to come to this place. This is called Jamuna, where Krishna used to sit with all his cowherd boys, and he used to take prasadam here, sent by their mother in Jamuna. And also Krishna did Ras with all the gopis. Oh, very long place. Unlimited gopi used to be with Krishna and dance and sing. This is yes, all the gopis in separation mood, they Tabakathamritam, Taptajivanam. All these places are. So we are fortunate to come. I think it would be better that we should be in lines and we should see in line, and Krishna is sending us very high class of prasadam here and after that you should cross and very near us you can go to Bel. Go
Let's be able to hear things now.